gold mining and have questions about high banking, you're in the right spot. In this video, I will cover what tools you need and how to set up and operate your Highbanker. And if all goes well, by the end of the day, you'll be running your Highbanker like a pro, and I'll hopefully have found some gold. Now the first thing I want to do is cover the tools you're going to need. So let's go in the back room and take a look at tools. These are the basic tools we'll be taking on our outing today. The tools you see here are the results of years of trial and error. Okay, well let's take a quick look at each tool. Okay, here we have an Estwing pry bar. This is the most valuable tool you can carry in your pack. This can be used for a multitude of things. I would not leave home without this tool. Now we have a couple of crevice tools. This is your basic crevice scratcher. We have a longer version here with a Huntley spoon on the end, a hook on this end, nice long handle, good for getting down deep. We have a couple of Marion crevice tools here. This one's a thick-bodied, heavy-duty one. Great for hooking in, prying out rocks, digging down deep to clean the crevices out. Here we have a thinner, smaller version, same thing, great tool. This is one of my favorite little tools. This is basically a seal pick. Got a little hook on the end, great for getting down those little tiny crevices, hooking pieces of gold and pulling them out. Have your pair of locking tweezers, nice for fast water. You get a hold of a piece of gold, you don't lose it once you get them locked. Here's another basic tool you can't leave home without. This hammer I've been using for probably 30, 40 years. Buy a good rock pick hammer, don't buy a cheap one. It will last you many, many years. I also carry a small chisel, just from the fact I don't want to carry a big heavy one. It's great for breaking bedrock, valuable tool to carry. Plastic shovel, gotta have a shovel. These are light, they're cheap, they're tough. They will last years. You lose one, you're out a couple of bucks. Great tool. This is a tool I built, I don't know how many years ago. This is my #1 metal detecting tool for breaking the ground open. I use it for mining, for pulling the big rocks off the top. Extremely handy tool. This here, pair of pruning shears. These are great. You get brush out of your face, you got roots, you name it. These are great tools to have. I carry a pair of gloves and a rag. The gloves are almost a must because the next day your fingers are going to be so tender you can't touch anything. The rag, it'll be wore out in no time at all. You'll find a million uses for it. This is a tool I have no idea how we mined before they invented it. The snuffer bottle, you can't be without it. And then last but not least, a bottle to put your gold in. Make sure it's a plastic bottle, not a glass bottle. And I almost forgot, the basic pan. I carry a 10-inch pan. It's small, it's light, fits in the pack great. As long as I'm not planning on doing a bunch of panning, this thing works fine. These are the tools I take every time I go out. Today we'll be high banking a short distance from the truck, so we'll be able to add a few tools. We'll take a couple of buckets, a shovel, maybe even a long pry bar. Now let's go in and take a look at the Highbanker. Here we have the ProLine 1.5" Highbanker. This is one of my favorite units. It's small size, lightweight, it's efficient. I can pack it in and out in one trip along with my tools. The Honda 4-stroke motor runs all day on a gallon of gas. For one guy, this is a perfect unit. Now if you have 2 or more people, you're gonna want a larger unit. This will not keep 2 people busy. Okay, I think that's enough talking. I don't know about you, but I want to get to mining. So I think I'm going to go pick up Jeff and we're going to head up to the hills. Okay, we've now made it in. Drive wasn't too bad. Nice and cool this morning. We don't have much of a hike. It's just a little ways down to the creek, so we're gonna start packing the stuff in now. Okay, we've got all our equipment down to the river. That was a pretty easy hike. First thing we want to do is get our pump set up. Now you want to make sure that you set your pump up as close to your work area as possible. You're limited by your hose, and so you want to try to get your hose, your pump, and all that so you don't have to pack the gravel too far. Okay, we're going to get the pump set up and get it on a solid base and get to work. Okay, we have us a good spot here. We can set our pump up nice and close to the water. We got a good spot for the foot valve. It's in deep water, close by. First thing you want to do is go ahead and prime the foot valve. And you'll attach that to the pump. And you take our screwdriver that we never leave home without. Tighten that up. Make sure your pump's good and solid, sitting on a firm base as flat as possible. And it's as easy as that. Now we got to run the hose. Okay, we're going to be setting our box up right here. We've got a low-lying area here for the water, the mud to settle out of the water before it returns to the creek. We're going to be working in some high bench right here behind me, so we only got 10-15 feet to pack the material. Now the important thing on setting the box up is you want to make sure you have it perfectly level side to side. We have to adjust the angle of the box according to the water flow and the amount of gravel, the heaviness of the gravel we're going to be putting in. We'll cover that in a couple of minutes, but right now let's just get this box set up. Okay, we got our hose ran. We're going to pull it in, get it set up. This is a simple screw connection here. Tighten that down. Now I'm going to add a little more water to prime the pump. Different pumps prime differently. This one's fairly easy. Just fill the chamber up. And we're primed. Let's see if this baby will start. And we're in business. Okay, with our box leveled, the hose all hooked up, all we got to do now is fire the pump up and start pouring some gravel in it. Let's see if we can find some gold. Okay, as you can see, we got a run in. We got a nice even flow coming off the tail of the box. Everything looking good. Our box is set and level. We're getting a nice spray. Everything looks good. Our settling pond's working great. I think we can start shoveling some gravel. Now when you put your gravel in your header box, you want to make sure nothing dumps over the tail of the box until it's had the opportunity to become clean. You can just go ahead and load it up. Then you want to make sure everything gets washed well. Get all the clay off the rocks. Once everything looks good and clean, make sure you got no nuggets in there, and out the back she goes. And you're ready for the next panful. Okay, now this is the part that's going to make you or break you. You have to make sure you have your sand is even across your ripple. So what you do, you pour some gravel in. Go ahead and wash that gravel. And you watch the box. Now you can see here, I have the sand is completely covering my carpet. That's not a good thing. So our box is running a little too flat. We want it to clear a little more. We want to be able to see the bottom section of the carpet. I like to keep the top third of the box covered in sand or gravel. And then the bottom, I'd like to keep clean. That way I know my box is working correctly. And you want to make sure that you got your sands are evenly distributed across the box, so you know that you're using the entire box. Now we're going to go ahead and steepen this one up a little bit because we're running a little too flat. So all you got to do, drop your front legs, drop it down a little bit, check the back, make sure you're still level. We're still level. Now you watch your box. Now you can see the front of the box is starting to clear. And that's not a good thing either. So I've gone a little bit too far. You want to make sure that that ripple never clears, because that's where your gold is, and you want to keep it undisturbed. So we're going to raise this back up just a little bit. And then we're going to run another bucket of gravel through it and see what happens. You want to make sure that this section of your ripple is clear, and this part of the ripple has gold or has gravel in it all the time, because that's where your gold is. It's hidden under that ripple right there, and you want to keep it protected. But you want to make sure it's working. So you don't want it to overload. You want to see carpet. Okay, the box looks really good side to side. Spray down's working great. Now as you can see, we're looking pretty good. We've got level gravel all the way across. We can see our ripples working. We're not too steep. We're not blowing anything out. I think we're at the point now that we can start running some material through this thing and find some gold. Okay, our box is set up. It's all leveled out. Gravel looks good. Now it's just a simple matter of let's get to work. We got to start running some material through this thing. This is the area we're going to be working today. The chunk of old channel or a high bank left by the river, I'm not really sure. All I know is we got a lot of nice big heavy rocks, worn smooth. They're shiny, so we know they're heavy, and we want to stay in with the heavy material. That's where the gold is. We're going to, down over here, we got some bedrock, and that's where we're going to be looking for our gold, is clean a little bit of that bedrock and see what's down there. Now I have found gold here before. I've come in here with my metal detector and I've found a few nice little nuggets in this area, so I know there's gold here, so that's why we're digging here today. Now this video is about high banking, but I want to cover a couple of things as far as just in gold general. You know, the gold is about the heaviest thing in the river, and so you want to stay where everything's heavy. Now you can tell, like this rock here, this is a shiny rock. We have some large rocks here. You know this rock is heavy because it's shiny. It's got a shiny surface. That means it's denser. You get like granite and rocks like that are a softer, lighter rock. They don't have the shine that these do. You got good hard bedrock right here. So we're gonna try to get down into these cracks down here and pull some of that material out. We'll just keep digging out material until we get our bucket full, and then we take it down and run it through the Highbanker. Okay, right here we have some higher bedrock. I want to sample this area up here. I did find a small nugget up here with my metal detector several months ago. So I want to clean some of these cracks out in here where this, you can see where the gravel's sitting on the bedrock. So what we want to do is just dig this out underneath there and stay right down on the bedrock. Dig it out there, pry some rocks out of there, and make sure you get every bit of that dirt off the bedrock. Got a rock here that, there we go. Now we can get that gravel out of it. But you want to stay right down on that bedrock because that's where the large gold is. And this area is famous for large gold, so that's why we're here. Okay, we'll take this and throw it in the bucket with the rest of the material, and hopefully we're going to find some gold here. Okay, we've run quite a bit of gravel through here. It's now time for the cleanup. A cleanup on a Highbanker is real easy. You want to shut your motor down to an idle so you got a little bit of water running through it. Anytime you speed your motor up or shut it down when you're high banking, you want to do it slowly. You don't want to do rapid on and off, because that current starting and stopping can dislodge your gold and move it on down the box. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to pull out our screen. Check the grizzly. It's fine. No nuggets, darn it. Then we want to take and just brush everything we see down the box. You don't have to worry about losing any gold. This is just all your rocks and light stuff that was sitting on the screen. Then you take the bucket, place it underneath the discharge end. Go ahead and pop the ripples loose. Then reach in here and you pull your classifying screen out. I just go ahead and throw it in the bucket. Make sure you don't lose your wing nut. Now you can go ahead and raise up your riffles and just slide your carpet right off into the bucket. Now you reach up here, get your secondary carpet. Same thing, just slide that off into the bucket. Now we'll go ahead and just let the water clean everything out. Basically, that's it. Now all you got to do is go down to the river, rinse everything off. You can reassemble your box and then start your cleanup panning. Let's get to it. Okay, we got our bucket of concentrates here. I put a little water in there and I'm just going to wash things out. I don't get too silly about cleaning the carpet. Figure if I don't get the gold this time, I'll get it next time. The rubber mat, you want to make sure every now and then you'll get a piece of gold that sticks in the rubber mat. You want to take a good look at it. Okay, that's it. The Highbanker's clean. Now all we got to do is pan out our concentrate. Okay, let's try our first pan. Well, today we're not giving a lesson on panning because I'm assuming if you know how to run a Highbanker, you know how to pan. Looks like we got quite a bit of black sand in here. Just work this on down to where I got nothing but black sand. At that point, I'm not going to worry about what's in there. I'm going to pour the rest of my concentrates in there. Okay, we're going to make a quick pan out here. See what we got. Got a lot of black sand. Don't see any gold yet. Oh, there's a piece right there. Little piece of gold right there. So at least we know we got something. We didn't get snookered. I'm going to bring this around to the smooth side. Make it a little easier to clean up. Oh yeah, I'm seeing pieces of gold in there now. Oh yeah. Okay, I think we're getting it down enough where we can take a look, see what we got. Oh yeah, we got some gold. I've got one nice piece. Nice piece. Not too bad for one day of work there. We'll clean this up a little more and then when we get back to town we'll weigh it. Well, we had a great day today. We found some gold, weather's beautiful, water was beautiful. Doesn't get much better than this. Now if you like what you see, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be putting on more instructional videos this summer. Hopefully I can cover a lot more subjects. Until then, have a wonderful day.